Well, here's the question we're answering today with Nick here on Complete Estate Planning. If I name my daughter as the executor of my will, can she also be my healthcare power of attorney? Or is that too much responsibility for one person? We'll talk about that next. Welcome in. This is Complete Estate Planning. We try to answer a bunch of your questions here on the channel, as well as talk about some bigger estate planning conversations and decisions that need to be made. But Nick, today's question again goes back to, hey, if I'm naming one of my children the executor of my will, can they also be the healthcare power of attorney? So how do we answer this?
Well, I'm going to do my best to minimize the amount of times I give the lawyer answer and just say it depends.
Right.
But it does. So it depends on the person. And also, like, I'm going to make this a little broader. It depends on the job. I tell people to pick each job and the people for each job in a silo. So we look at financial power of attorney. Who's the best person for that job? Who's next? Who's third? And then let's erase that and go to the next person. I always like to pick the best person for the job, whether I have 4 different people or I have the same person for each job. That doesn't matter to me. I think getting the right person for the right job is always should be top priority. If they can handle all of the responsibility and they're the right person to do it, then yes. Obviously, for the listener, I don't know your daughter. If you think she can handle both jobs and both responsibilities, then go for it. Another thing to keep in mind, I would say, that hopefully is a little more helpful than it depends on the person, is understanding when these jobs are going to take place. So, financial power of attorney, medical power of attorney, those are jobs to take care of you while you're still alive. And then executor or trustee or guardian of the kids, if you have young ones, those jobs don't come into play until after you pass away. So some of these are multiple jobs, but we're never having to do them all at the same time. So one is a job right now, and one of them is a job later. So even if you're assigning someone 4 jobs or 3 jobs, you're not necessarily giving them 3 different responsibilities that all have to be done, at the same time. It can be one thing I'm doing now, one thing has to be done later.
Okay. For the clients that you work with, do you see this is a pretty common scenario to have a child doing multiple roles like this?
Yeah, good question. So I would say over 50% of the time, they will have people that they give multiple roles to for one reason or the other. Now, it is not 99% of the time, but I would say probably 2/3 of the time, the most trustworthy kid or family member, it ends up at the top of multiple lists. Now, on the flip side, if one of your kids is like a banker or financial advisor and one of them is a doctor, right? Give the finance person the financial job and give the doctor the medical job. I don't have a problem with that at all. I told my dad, I said, I'll handle the finances, I'll handle the legal. Don't make me do medical. Put my sister for medical. I don't like blood. I don't like hospitals. I don't like needles. I hate all of that. It's not in my wheelhouse. So do not put that job on me. I said, I will be a backup, but I don't want to be the person in charge of that.
All right. Good information. Again,
know thyself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, again, this is a conversation you're going to have with the estate planning attorney. And again, great question, something you'll work through. If you want to sit down with Nick and have discussions like this or work through your plan for the first time, CincinnatiEstatePlan.com is the best place to start. There's a lot of great information on there as well. If you're in Ohio, a lot of great resources for estate planning before you even begin working with Nick and the team there. So check that out again, the CincinnatiEstatePlan.com. All right, keep the questions coming. We love kind of breaking down these real scenarios for people and trying to help you out. And if you have any additional questions, please reach out with those. But thank you for watching another episode of Complete Estate Planning. We appreciate it, Nick, as always. We'll talk to you again soon.
Are you feeling overwhelmed by estate planning? The process can seem complex, but it doesn't have to be. The Rosenbauer Law Office is dedicated to helping you protect what matters most: your family, your assets, and your peace of mind. Nick and the team will guide you through every step of the process, making sure you feel confident and informed along the way. Take the first step toward peace of mind today. Schedule an introductory call by clicking the link in the description of today's show.
This show is for informational purposes only and does not provide any legal advice. Information on this show may not constitute the most up-to-date legal information. Please do not act or refrain from acting based solely on anything you hear on this show. This show does not form any attorney-client relationship with the Rosenbauer Law Office, LLC. Please seek the counsel of a qualified attorney before addressing your own estate planning needs.